Hi everyone, John here from TechTV101.com, here to show you our review of the HTC Sensation XL. And as you know, this is one of the two of HTC's first phones with the Beats audio built in, but more on that later on. So as usual, we'll start with the physical rundown of the phone. So on your front you got your 1.3 megapixel camera, your little light and proximity sensor. Also on the top then 3.5mm headphone jack. You've got your on-off switch for unlocking and locking the screen. You've got your volume rock on the right hand side. Nothing else. On the bottom then there's nothing also. A little release button for the back cover. On the left you've got your micro USB port for the charging. On the back then your dual LED flashes for your 8 megapixel camera, which has the f-stop 2.2, which is good for low light settings. And you've also then got your speaker grill here for playing your music. So now we'll just go ahead and unlock the phone. This phone is running the HTC, the newest iteration. It's Sense 3.5, which is notably just smoother and a bit quicker than the current kind of, this is the current one, but be the ones on the XE, the HTC Sensation XL, or maybe the Evo 3D. So you can notice it's quite a smoother phone. As you can see, it's a huge screen. It's a 4.7 inch screen. But it is the resolution is quite low. It's 480 by 800, so it's still easily watchable of movie clips and movie trailers. But for the people with die-hard people that want the really high resolutions, I'm not sure if it'll please them, but I don't really see any problem with it specifically. But we'll jump in now and see. We'll quickly watch one of the trailers to show you the resolution. So we just pop on this one here. So as you can see, it's perfectly fine for watching any movie. Like with a 4.7 inch screen, you could easily watch shows and movies on without any issues. And with your built-in audio, Beats audio, just cancel this. With your built-in Beats audio, the headphones then really do add to the overall experience when watching a clip. The phone then has 16 gigs of built-in memory, so you can't actually put a memory card in. So what you get, is all you can use really is the 16 gigs. It's got 768 megabytes of RAM. It's actually only a single core processor as well, so it's got the 1.5 gig processor, which may be surprising in the current smartphone specs. But to be completely honest, again, it doesn't really, you would be very, very hard pushed to notice any difference with the speed of the phone, seeing as the updated HTC Sense. As I said, it's got the f-stop 2.2, which means in layman terms it's good for low light settings. It's quite bright in here now, but if the lights were dimmer, you could, let's see, I'll just take a quick shot here down off the ground. As you can see then it's quite dark down there, but the photo really does pull in as much light as possible, and it shows that the cameras, it's a step up anyway from the HTC Sensation or the XE. So obviously one of the main selling features of the phone is not only the screen, but it's also got as I said, the Beats audio built in. So you can't actually use the audio through the phone's speaker, but you can do it once I'll just plug in. I have a set here of if I can just grab them, the headphones that come with, I have the XE, I'm currently using the XE, but this is the XL. But when you plug in the headphones and you go to your music, the phone somehow recognizes that you have your Beats, iBeats, your HTC or your Dr. Dre Beats plugged in. So when you go to play a song, it automatically registers that the headphones are plugged in, so you can enable or disable your Beats audio on or off. Well, I know you're all wondering, is this really just a gimmick, or is it worth the extra kind of bucks for the headphones? And I personally, I'm a music fan. I use my phone all the time for listening to music, so I think they're good. They're bass heavy, so if you're not really a bass fan, you mightn't be too pleased, but the bass is fantastic, and then the highs in the songs, the high sections are also well looked after. So overall, I think they're definitely a very, very good headphone, or a very good music experience for coming from a phone specifically. To be honest, it's very impressive. As I said, I'm using myself the HTC, the XE. So that too has the Beats audio built in, and you get your these are actually the headphones you get with so these are the black accented headphones, which also have the little microphone, which is very handy, so you don't have to keep pulling the phone out of your pocket to answer it, or you can skip songs, you can pause songs. So it's very handy rather than rooting around in your pocket to find your phone. With the package with your XL you get your little white ones, which are still fine. Then you get your your different earplugs or your earbuds to put in different size your ears to fit to get the right size. And I can say they really do create a perfect seal. And when you're playing the music, the noise cancellation, and they're not actually noise cancellating headphones, but you can't hear a single thing. They're absolutely fantastic for just getting yourself immersed in the music. So they're very good in that sense. So like, it is a huge phone, so a lot of people would definitely be put off by the size of the phone, but if you can get your head, if you know, my hands are big enough that I can, easy enough use it, but some people with small hands would find it'd be, they'd have to use their 2 hands to kind of get used, to get the most out of the phone, or to use it kind of at their own ease. And again, 1.5 just single core, no problem with that. It's absolutely still really smooth. 768 megabytes of RAM, more than enough again. HTC Sense 3.5, noticeably smoother than your usual, than the maybe the XE, which isn't updated just yet. But yeah, it's a very nice phone. It's an eye catcher, so you leave that down on the table and people will notice the size of the screen and just the way it's white as well. It's quite a change from the usual smartphone black or silver. But I personally do like the phone. I think it's a very good phone, and it's good to see where they're going with the Beats implementation as well, with the music on the phones. So that's our review of the HTC Sensation XL. So keep around and we'll have the XE review up soon enough. Thanks for watching.